Every relationship has its challenges, but there comes a point where staying does more harm than good. Sometimes, the hardest decision you'll ever make is also the most important one, choosing to walk away. In this video, we're going to talk about the behaviors that signal it's time to let go. These aren't just minor disagreements or rough patches, they're clear indicators that the relationship is no longer healthy, respectful, or aligned with your values. Stick around, because recognizing these signs could save you from emotional pain and help you reclaim your peace. 1. Consistent disrespect. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When it's absent, everything else starts to crumble. Consistent disrespect isn't about a single moment of frustration or a one-time argument. It's a repeated pattern that reveals a lack of regard for you as an equal partner. Disrespect can manifest in many ways. It might come as belittling comments about your ambitions, mocking your values or interests, or speaking to you in a condescending tone. It's especially damaging when it happens publicly, like when a partner mocks or criticizes you in front of friends, family, or colleagues. These moments don't just hurt, they chip away at your confidence and self-worth over time. For example, imagine sharing a personal goal, like wanting to start your own business, only to hear her say, "You're dreaming too big, you'll never pull that off." Comments like this dismiss your aspirations and send the message that your efforts aren't valued or taken seriously. Consistent disrespect can also take the form of dismissing your feelings or boundaries. If she constantly interrupts you during discussions, invalidates your emotions by saying things like, "You're overreacting," or ignores your requests for space or understanding, it's a clear sign of disregard. Over time, this kind of behavior can create a toxic environment where you feel unheard and undervalued. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, where both partners uplift and support each other. High-value men understand this and recognize when disrespect has become a pattern. They know that staying in such a dynamic not only undermines their self-respect but also prevents the relationship from ever reaching a healthy, balanced state. Walking away when faced with consistent disrespect isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of self-respect. It's a way of setting a boundary and saying, "I deserve to be treated with kindness and dignity." Remember, a partner who truly values you will never make you question your worth. 2. Manipulative behavior. Manipulation is one of the most toxic dynamics in any relationship. Often subtle but deeply damaging. It erodes trust, creates confusion, and leaves you questioning your own instincts and worth. While every relationship has moments of tension or disagreement, manipulative behavior is a calculated effort to control, guilt, or exploit another person for personal gain. At its core, manipulation thrives on emotional power plays. A manipulative partner may use tactics like guilt-tripping, playing the victim, or the silent treatment to get their way. These behaviors are designed to make you feel responsible for their emotions or actions, forcing you to constantly compromise your own needs or boundaries to keep the peace. For instance, if you bring up an issue that bothers you, a manipulative woman might turn the conversation around and say something like, "I guess I'm just the worst person ever," deflecting responsibility and making you feel guilty for even bringing it up. This shifts the focus away from resolving the issue and places the blame back on you, creating a cycle where your concerns are never truly addressed. Another common tactic is withholding affection or approval to punish you. This might look like withdrawing emotionally after a disagreement or refusing to communicate until you fix the situation, even if you weren't at fault. Over time, this leaves you walking on eggshells, constantly second-guessing yourself to avoid upsetting her. Manipulative behavior can also include gaslighting, where she denies your reality or twists the truth to make you doubt your own perceptions. For example, if she says something hurtful and you confront her, she might respond with, "You're imagining things. I never said that," making you question your memory or reactions. High-value men recognize manipulation for what it is, a toxic attempt to control the relationship. They understand that healthy partnerships are built on open communication, mutual respect, and emotional honesty, not games or power struggles. Instead of tolerating manipulation, they address it directly and set clear boundaries. When manipulation becomes a recurring pattern, it's often a sign that the relationship cannot thrive in a healthy way. Walking away isn't about giving up, it's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. A true partner doesn't resort to manipulation to get what they want. They work with you to build trust, understanding, and shared goals. By refusing to tolerate manipulative behavior, you reclaim your power and set a standard for the kind of relationship you deserve. Remember, love should never come at the expense of your peace of mind or self-respect. 3. Lack of effort or one-sided relationships. A healthy relationship is built on balance, both partners contributing time, energy, and care to maintain the connection. When the relationship becomes one-sided, with one person consistently carrying the emotional and practical load, it creates frustration, resentment, and ultimately, burnout. If you find yourself constantly giving while your partner barely puts in any effort, it's a red flag that the relationship might not be as mutual as it should be. Lack of effort can show up in many ways. Perhaps you're the one always initiating plans, reaching out first, or apologizing after disagreements. While relationships naturally ebb and flow, when you're consistently the one driving the connection, it can feel like your contributions are being taken for granted. For example, imagine you plan a special date or surprise for your partner, only to have her respond with indifference or fail to reciprocate in any meaningful way. Over time, these small moments of imbalance can grow into a larger pattern, leaving you feeling unappreciated and emotionally drained. One-sided relationships can also extend to emotional support. If she expects you to listen to her problems or be there during tough times but dismisses your feelings when you need support, it's a clear indication of an unhealthy dynamic. A strong partnership is about showing up for each other, not just one person being the emotional anchor. This imbalance often stems from a lack of commitment or genuine investment in the relationship. A partner who truly values the connection will make an effort to contribute equally, whether it's through small acts of kindness, initiating meaningful conversations, or simply showing gratitude for what you bring to the table. High-value men understand their worth and know that a relationship should feel like a partnership, not a burden. They recognize that constantly overcompensating for a partner's lack of effort doesn't create a stronger bond. It only enables the unhealthy dynamic to persist. Walking away from a one-sided relationship isn't about being petty or demanding. It's about protecting your self-respect. Staying in such a dynamic can erode your confidence and prevent you from experiencing the mutual support and care that you deserve. True love and connection come from both partners showing up for each other, not one person doing all the work. By choosing to step away from someone who isn't putting in the effort, you open yourself up to relationships that are balanced, fulfilling, and built on mutual respect. 4. Infidelity or repeated dishonesty. Trust is the cornerstone of every healthy and meaningful relationship. Without it, the bond between two people becomes fragile, filled with doubt and insecurity. Infidelity and repeated dishonesty are not just mistakes, they are profound breaches of trust that can be nearly impossible to repair. When these behaviors occur, they often signal a deeper problem within the relationship and a lack of respect for its boundaries. Infidelity, whether physical or emotional, is one of the most painful experiences in a relationship. It shatters the sense of safety and loyalty that both partners have built together. When a partner cheats, it's not just an act of betrayal, it's a conscious choice to disregard the commitment and values that the relationship is built on. Even if there's remorse afterward, the emotional damage inflicted is often long-lasting, leaving scars that can take years to heal. Dishonesty, while not as visibly devastating as infidelity, can be equally corrosive. A single lie might be forgivable, especially if it's minor or born out of fear. However, repeated dishonesty creates a pattern that erodes trust over time. Whether it's lying about finances, hiding friendships, or twisting the truth to avoid accountability, these behaviors make it impossible to feel secure in the relationship. For example, imagine discovering that your partner has been secretly texting someone behind your back and lying about their whereabouts. Even if nothing physical happened, the secrecy and deceit are enough to break the trust that once existed. It's not just the act itself that's damaging, it's the fact that your partner chose deception over honesty. High-value men understand that trust is non-negotiable. They recognize that a relationship without honesty is like a house built on sand. It will crumble under the weight of time and challenges. While forgiveness is a personal choice, it's essential to assess whether the person is truly committed to change or if the betrayal is part of a larger pattern of behavior. When infidelity or repeated dishonesty occurs, It's crucial to prioritize self-respect and emotional well-being. Staying in a relationship where betrayal has become a recurring theme can lead to constant anxiety, insecurity, and a loss of confidence. Walking away doesn't mean giving up on love. It means valuing yourself enough to demand honesty, loyalty, and integrity in your relationships. Ultimately, love is about more than just feelings, it's about actions. A partner who truly values the relationship will choose honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, and remain loyal even when challenges arise. If someone consistently chooses deceit or betrayal, it's a clear sign that they're not ready for the kind of relationship you deserve. By stepping away, you make space for a future built on trust, respect, and genuine connection. 5. Lack of support for your growth. A healthy relationship is meant to inspire, uplift, and encourage both partners to reach their full potential. When a partner fails to support your personal growth, or worse, actively discourages it, it's a clear sign that the relationship may not be in alignment with your values or aspirations. This lack of support can hinder not only your personal development but also the overall health of the relationship. At its core, support means recognizing and valuing each other's ambitions, dreams, and efforts. If your partner dismisses your goals, shows indifference to your achievements, or criticizes your desire to improve yourself, it can leave you feeling undervalued and isolated. Over time, this dynamic can erode your confidence and create resentment. For instance, imagine you've decided to pursue a fitness goal or start a side business. Instead of offering encouragement, she might make passive-aggressive remarks like, "Why bother? You're not going to stick with it," or "That's just a waste of time and money." These comments don't just discourage, they reflect a deeper unwillingness to invest in your growth and happiness. Another form of this behavior is when a partner feels threatened by your progress. If your success sparks jealousy or insecurity, it may lead to attempts to hold you back, whether through subtle sabotage or overt discouragement. For example, she might make you feel guilty for spending time on self-improvement or dismiss your achievements as unimportant. Support also means celebrating your wins, no matter how small, and standing by you during challenges. If your partner only shows interest in your growth when it benefits her or fails to acknowledge your hard work, it creates an imbalance that undermines the partnership. A truly supportive relationship is one where both individuals encourage each other to become the best versions of themselves. High-value men understand that growth is a lifelong journey, and they seek partners who share that mindset. They know that a supportive partner doesn't feel threatened by progress but sees it as an opportunity to grow together. If a woman consistently fails to support your ambitions or actively tries to discourage you, it's a sign that the relationship may not have the foundation needed to thrive. Walking away from a partner who doesn't support your growth isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect. It's choosing to prioritize your dreams and well-being over staying in a dynamic that stifles your potential. By stepping away, you create space for a relationship that fosters mutual growth, respect, and encouragement. Remember, the right partner will not only stand beside you but also cheer you on as you pursue your goals. True love is rooted in shared growth and mutual support, and you deserve nothing less.